Coach, what a game against Bayern. What's your general thoughts of the match tonight?
Yeah, I thought it was obviously a tough game for us. Fair to say the players are feeling the effects of us working hard for the last sort of 10 days here, and we didn't look really sharp, particularly in that first half, and we had to work hard. But the players, I think, for us, what's important is we'll get enormous benefit out of the camp we've had here, and I think we paid a price a little bit tonight for the work we've done.
Obviously, there's a few little bright positives in there. I just wondered what you made of Lucas Bergwall and Alfie Devine in the second half in the midfield.
Yeah, I thought, look, we were better in the second half. They've also sort of played less minutes. I just think we look pretty tired today, and it's understandable because the players, like I said, have worked really hard, and when you're playing against a strong opponent, it's not fair, I think, to judge the players on their performances tonight. But I thought second half we were a lot brighter. Guys who came on gave us some energy, and Lucas and Alfie and Emerson, I thought, came on and gave us some aggression as well. So it was a better second half, but I think the intensity dropped as well, which allowed us to get into the game.
Just as you're heading back off this tour, I just wonder if you want to say any words about the players that have kind of had to fill in different positions for you. Obviously, you've had no kind of real defence and midfielders in there and those kind of players.
It's been important. It's probably my one concern coming into it because you are playing players out of position. The games can become a little bit unrealistic. But I thought the guys who had to fill in this whole tour have been really good. Skippy and Jamie Donnelly and Emerson playing as centre back, and so I think it's allowed us at least to get something out of the games, because I think if those positions didn't work out, it would have been hard for us to sort of analyse. But I think they've all sort of contributed to sort of trying to get as much as we can out of this camp.
Coach, obviously the dream match in the Far East has come to an end now. Obviously you said that you can't just evaluate the team or analyze the players from the match today alone, but what do you make of the three matches that you played in this part of the world? And obviously the opening match is coming very close, it's just around the corner. Which areas of football, which areas of the game do you think you really have to work on to improve before the start of the season?
Yeah, look, I think for us, as I said, the really important thing was that we got 10 days of really good solid training. The guys I think they'll feel the benefits of what we've done here when we get back, and just working hard in this weather day after day. I've lived here. I know it can sort of become pretty draining, mentally and physically, but I think for the most part the players have tried to push through that, and we'll get enormous benefit from a physical perspective out of the 10 days we get here, and from the games. I mean, there's some stuff there that we did really well, other stuff we've still got to improve on, but I think it's allowed us to get a really good base now, fitness-wise, so when we get back, obviously got to integrate 2 or 3 other players who are coming in back, and we've got a 2-week lead-in to sort of freshen them up for the season ahead.
Coach, obviously you're missing some of the key players in defense like Romero or Van de Beek, and you considered a few goals, the 3 games that you played here. What can you make of this, and do you have any concerns leading up to the first game of the season?
No, as I said, look, pre-season's about getting prepared for a season. We haven't had destiny either, as our starting back 4, we haven't had 3 of those players, which we knew. So I think what's more important for me is, like I said, we've had 10 good days of hard work, which you need to do in pre-season. As far as I know, you don't get points for friendly games, so for me what's important is that we use this 10 days to go back home and start preparing for the first league game.
Coach, obviously you haven't coached in Korea, but you have a very long relationship with Korean football, and probably it is one of a special country to you as well, coming here. Starting with Ilok, with Hyung-gu, Sonny, and Mina, who's going to join you in January. You've now coached a lot of Korean players. Is there anything special about these Korean players, or what do you make of, or after having been coached so many Korean players, what can you tell us about Korean players in general?
Yeah, look, having spent a fair part of my life on this side of the world, obviously, I think I rate Korean players very highly. All the ones I've worked with, have a really strong mentality, really disciplined, technically and physically able to play at the highest level. And I think, from my perspective, I've always found it. I guess maybe understanding this part of the world maybe better than others. I've always worked really well with, with Asian players. I've had success there, and I think we'll see more and more players from this part of the world making an impact at the top leagues. There's already players in the Premier League, in the Bundesliga, so I think there's a pathway there for future generations of young Korean players.